it has to be Jeeves. It's something like that.
Okay, well, looks like Henny's joined the server with everybody else now, so that's wonderful news. We should be getting things underway ASAP, and Henny needs to be in the server because he was quite the force for the Red Canids on map number 2.
You think about it, ChatGPT is kind of what Ask Jeeves was supposed to be.
In a way.
Yeah. And sorry, Chad, yes, you were getting ready to go, and I'm ready to go as well. As we get a T start for, I could just take a gamble. Canids on the T side.
Canids on the T side, indeed.
And we're going to be getting this one situated.
Here it is. Who will be joining Nouns in the last place category for the America's RMR for the Perfect World Shanghai
Major?
Major?
The smoke. He's been practicing. Henny lines it up.
Wow. Look
Looks
at that,
good.
everybody. Don't flash through there. It's not going to do anything. Through here.
We're talking.
Cooking.
And we're off. To the races. Double flash. Smoke arrives. Looks like it's landed well. Oh, but so was the bullet from that USP.
Imagine if he missed
one from Yips.
Well, bomb goes down. Post plant ensues. A flash available on Riccioli.
I can't believe I just called him Yips. That's like a curse in the sporting world. But he's Yips.
Flash fight on the fade. Here we go. Come on, Big Rick. It's time to flash.
Here it comes. Oh, but lovely tracking there. Double from the Glock. Urban and Riccioli hitting their shots. Nice in from behind. It goes down to Cold.
This would be a classic Cold moment.
It would, especially considering there is an absence of a kit. They're just going to have to go for a 10-second sit. You can't lose the duel, Urban. It's going to lead to the clutch. Coldzera takes a leap and a bound towards Canids taking this one.
Whew. Big from Coldzera. You can see it starting to happen. That's exactly what he was known for back in the day, coming in clutch. And he sets the Red Canids up pretty.
Genuine question. How often would you say, like, if you were putting like a percentage on it, CTs buy kits on pistol? Like, is it like in a professional Counter-Strike? Because it's not compulsory. We don't.
No, it's
we see
not.
people go 5 Kevins.
I'm going to throw out a figure that isn't based in anything other than
eye test.
Counter-Strike. Maybe 25%.
Okay, interesting.
Because like think about the amount you see like 5 armors or jump red is getting dropped like normally 2 pairs. Yeah, I reckon maybe 25%. I think if your setup is going to be retake heavier... Oh, great flash. Cold under pressure, pushing through the pesky USPs. One and done for Cold. AK available.
That's something. And actually, if
Hello.
Venom Zera did overlook that, they could have got awkward instead. B-side's open.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a very Merry Christmas.
Coming up, that is. What's on your Christmas list?
Australia.
Australia. I'd like one country, please.
Well, Nizen, it is great that you got that kill, but you don't necessarily want to be rolling into the first gun round with a MAC-10. However, if you can do some damage, get another kill, maybe scavenge away a rifle, that'd feel pretty tasty.
Another 600 bucks, and he would be on track to get BSD situated.
Think about what you could buy for Christmas with 600 bucks.
Yeah. Probably a gaming console. I have no idea how much they cost these days.
Jeez, Jason's sidekick is going nuts next door.
Yeah, calm your...
He's going mental.
You guys pedal to the metal right now. I reckon it's because Complexity have just had an amazing clutch from Halzerk.
Oh, yeah?
If I was just...
Oh, is that what you can hear through the
No,
wall?
I'm guessing. I'm actually guessing. I can't hear anything.
All right. 2-0. Nice start for the Canids. Wouldn't it be, and this is what we were discussing, for Case, if they were able to get the victory over Red Canids, considering all the head-to-heads they had this year, it would feel great in the context of the major circuit. But be so far up on map number 1 to have a great opportunity on your choice of map number 2 and then to lose, I feel like that's going to be the gut punch because they did only win 10 rounds in their 2 best-of-1s prior to this matchup today. But we are into the guns. Oh, he has kept the MAC-10. The opponent will have head armor.
Nizing looks like he could be Drop's brother. At least from the side profile. Coldzera flashing him out mid. Molly for Nizin's position. So they've got...
fast.
This is very poppy.
Blocked.
Blocked, but still CT needs to be held. And with a MAC-10 versus an AK... Oh, he's done it! Magnificent from Nizin. Job done. Gets his one. Gets his one.
Oh!
Wow, BSD does not.
Didn't have his AWP, Alex.
No, but that was the frag. That was the frag to make this whole round looking good. Now Yeps is under so much pressure. Has to turn the
What a flash.
Beautiful from Venom.
Oh, comfortable.
Why is Venom such a cooler nickname than Venom Zera?
If he just dropped the Zera, let's just call him Venom.
I think so.
Let's do it.
It sounds so much better. We can all do all the Spider-Man bits and bobblies.
So Spider-Man references Carnage.
And even Naya's in. Like, what? Let's get rid of the Zin, bro. Naya? Nye? Bill Nye, the science guy?
Bill Nye, the science guy. All right, well, saving 2 rifles, Urban with the AK, Big Rick with the M4, a little bit of util residual, of course. Lost bonus going into the next going to be the 2900, so they could drop a rifle each. And Niazen will be able to buy himself because he carried into this round with the MAC-10. Now, Niazen could even drop an AWP for BSD, and it could all work out quite neat and tidy.
Okay. Everyone will have something.
Did good for one. There was the molly he had to fight, didn't really have a choice, but that flash from Venom Zera just lobbing it over the top of the white box. Yeps with few choices, and there it is. So BSD will be dropped the AWP. Everybody with rifles, those saves need to pay off immediately.
Tag pause just to kind of get themselves situated.
I think important to do so as well because, look, you can continue to go for the saves with the loss bonus there, but you want to get going ASAP. The last thing that you want to happen is Red Canids start to build up a big bank. At the moment, likely to have 1 residual buy, but if that gets to 2 or 3, T-side of Vertigo, I actually think the map is starting to lean a bit more in that fashion. I think the changes, especially late to mid-round over towards A with the lurk potential. We know teams are very good at ping-ponging on this map, or seesaw, depends on what terminology that you're aiming for.
Merry-go-round.
Merry-go-rounds. I don't know, right? I don't think it's...
No, I think that makes sense, actually.
I think if you went with tennis, it would have...
Oh, look at this gap. It's actually perfect for an up to peek in, but... Yep, leg shot into cold. No, okay. I think I might have slipped off. That's my bad. Misread the situation. Davideus has a lurk smoke down towards the sandbags to progress. Venom Zera doing the same thing. This is very proactive towards B. They want to keep the pressure onto Yeps. Yes, BSD rotates through. Yeps nails the headshot. Is Nathan going to be overlooked here on Danger?
If Nathan just parks, this is perfect for Seesaw. Nathan can just stay here. It's very difficult to clear this position without an overcommitment or extra utility. So now they need to go and knock on the... Oh, dear.
Barrel's going to stick out if you actually push this. Oh, that's tempting. Nathan has a little investigation. He's not going to be Molotov'd out or incendiaried out for the pendant. Smoke down from the CT, but Urban has to clear out Davideus as well. So here comes the beat pressure onto BSD. Comfortable collection.
Good.
Second, not going to connect onto Cold Zera, but their options are so severely limited now. You're going to walk on up, hoping Cold Zera can hit this shot, which he does! Takes down the AWPer. On the other side of things, Henny has to find his now. On the cross, Yeps is close, pre-aim, pre-fire. Yeps has managed to control the spray. It's Niazen. From behind, from the top rope, delivers.
It's going to feel nice. You took the time out for that. You have the conversation. You now walk away with some AKs. The AWP picked back up for BS2, who did find success off it being dropped. So everything working as you would have hoped. That flash, you could see it just didn't quite blind the position that BSD was posted up with. Good awareness from Yeps as well that they could have been pressuring the site. And a great close from Niazen. Like waiting, swinging out late, not overextending and getting lined up. Lovely work. And as mentioned, there was going to be a residual buy, tactical timeout for Red Canids. And, well, a mission for Davideus onto a MAC-10. Henny will be operating with something a little bit lighter as well, but there are AKs aplenty. A very workable round for the Red Canids. But right there, it was spread out, right? There wasn't one clear plan, keeping their options open, but still getting shut down nonetheless. And we had spoken a whole lot about Davideus on map number 1 in Mirage, who was finding some good multi-kill impact that wasn't always converted upon. Secondary AWPing for the team as well on Dust 2, finding some good openings. And if you're curious about Davideus, the only non-Brazilian in the server right now, did have a stint with 9Z, went to 2 majors with that team. I believe it was Antwerp and Rio.
It's cool to see some Chilean representation at the Americas RMR. I would have assumed Meadle would be knocked on with that MAC-10 on Davideus. Didn't anticipate him to have so much company, so Henny's got the AK. Cold Zera sacrificing that onto the Tech 9, gives Henny a chance to find the opening. He's been working on this smoke as well, going to go for a mid-take. This is a page out of the strap book. Quick pressure, look at the amount of pressure onto Yeps, it's brilliant! Straight into him, Tech 9 finds one, MAC-10 another.
Save.
Copy and paste that, Chad. I mean, that is a lovely combination of util just to take a quick pop into B from a different angle of assault.
And you need to be how to have those moves up your sleeve, which we did see Red Canids be quite successful with similar type of low-buy maneuvers on Dust 2.
But drilling it, I mean, straight up, before we saw the last 5 minutes, before they got into this game, there was the pistol smoke, and this smoke that's now rendered them a nice 4th round.
Yeah, so Henny being reminded. That's the thing with AWPers in modern-day Counter-Strike. There's a whole lot more pressure. Well, I wouldn't say pressure. The workload on them to be able to throw utility is key. Yeah. Because of the position they're going to play, they're obviously not going to be a first in unless you're setting them up for the pick. Otherwise, you tend to... Cole, you're not going to spam that. I was going to say, you're definitely not going to spam that with a MAC-10. Wouldn't be any point.
Terrorists win.
Does seem, I mean, at least from the first 5 rounds, that B site has been a target of Red Canids.
Look, if you want to go for full B lobby control, it is risky, right? Especially when the T's throw out that like lobby lurk smoke and the flashes are there and they can part through the smoke for different angles. But if you can get full control, it forces them to either sit back, wait out the util, and then retake it later, and it just changes the default progression. But if you go for that type of gamble and they go heavy over towards A, your rotation point is as far away as humanly possible. So let's see if they want to try and get Yeps a bit more aggressive. Doesn't look like it, as Venom Zero is going to do exactly what we were discussing, apply that pressure towards B. So happy to set up. Oh. Well.
Not what he was aiming for.
No. I've seen a little bit of missed utility within this series.
Have another go.
Might not have the same potency now. We'll let everybody know the Complexity MIBR series has come to its conclusion. You go check out those results if you ever so wish. And FlyQuest versus LinVision has just begun. I'll let you guys know the veto for that series. Nuke, Vertigo, and Anubis to be played for the final spot from the Asian RMR. So only 2 games going at once now, Alex. Not the 3. A few less plates to spin. I would recommend you spin plates at home.
Dangerous game.
All right, well, Red Canids, one thing to note is they're a bit risk adverse in the early parts of the rounds, right? They're not going to tussle too much with through the smokes and flashes. They wait out the CT protocol utility. Urban.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's edging.
Oh.
Heard now.
Yeah, that's awkward. Colt's just staring at him. Will he be allowed to vacate the premises? Seems as though it's a safe passage back into the site. Quick smoke exec onto A, so they're showing some depth here to their playbook. You can see that 2-side smokes forces them to either push the smoke or play for the retake. Oh, it's a 3-man push, but 2 of them walking catwalk, and that's going to be confirmed. Nizin takes down, or goes down to Davideus. Nathan quick to surprise Riccioli. Urban up and over. Lovely triple. Urban does so much work, but now BSD rotates in. Cold and Venom.
Can't win the round.
Where did the bomb go? It was over towards the crane side. Ran the clock down a little too much with their cautious opening. So Case will take that. Look, I mean, you call that a clutch for BSD. Didn't have to lift a finger. So
yeah, look, 15, it'll count in the stats though, won't it?
Didn't catch the clock, to be honest with you. Caught me a little off guard, but Urban's kills enough to just completely destabilize. They needed that plant quick off of the back of the smokes.
He did well there, and in quite an awkward position too, so good job from Urban. Second tactical timeout used early from Red Canids, so wanting to make sure that the CTs don't feel too comfortable.
Is this,
yes?
Oh, I was just going to ask, is this like an uncharacteristic performance from Nathan, or has he been struggling historically? Oh, he actually has been having a tough rating.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
And I think something else that you need to look at with Red Canids is the average age, I think, is quite high. It's not a young man's team. They're 26.2.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Henny's 29, Nathan's 27, Cold Zero's 30. So this is not a young man's team. Davideus at 24 and Venom Zero at 20 being the youngest member. So he really brings the average age down. But yeah, look, it does look very rough for Nathan in a lot of scenarios, to be completely fair.
He's on, like, across the first 2 maps, 12 frags.
Yeah, that's less than ideal. B-Lobby Control taking it yet again. There was a great flash there to keep the AWP off the line, but Canids are going to take their time. That's the classic. Slow and steady.
Venom's talking a lot. So smoke, or rather Molotov towards danger, clears out close wood. So the pressure definitely being felt by the B players.
But you can see this pack, so it's 3 players.
Lovely little util set to put the pressure on again. Like layers to this, and then you boost. There's nothing that you can do to spot that really unless you're up and over on the double stack, and so
Feels like it's definitely going to be B. Look at all the bodies moving back over.
Yeah, look at the layers to this.
Here they come.
More util just landing. This is brutal. It's brutal out here for Case. But still there was an opportunity. The smoke was late. Ahead of it was the cross of Davideus, but a missed shot from BSD. Won't get any more, I tell a lie. Davideus down. Hits him with the flashbang. May have been heard. Venom brought low from the spam. 5 HP remaining as he gets away behind the generator.
That kill's going to lull them in for the retake. This is going to be tough.
It really hinges off of the way Urban and Riccioli find the flash conversions. Is it good enough as well? Is it going to blind that generator player? I think it's going to be over the top. Still has vision. Venom plays it well. We'll have a chance to pull on the trigger on once more. Nathan onto Urban. Post plant's looking good. Yep, just one. Venom down. Niazin in. They need to get on that bomb now. Time-sensitive mission. coldzera in the smoke. Niazin doesn't have a chance. No time. Henny, by virtue of existing, will get away. Will not keep his AWP. But all the same, it's a 5th for the Canids.
Yeah, Photo finishes on a couple of these rounds, really coming down to the wire, and I mentioned that kill might lull them into the retake. It was always going to be tough. With the number advantage, of course, you're going to give it a go, but that B setup from Canids was looking pretty tidy. If you come in, your spacing's bad, you get caught off guard, the trading doesn't start in your favor. This is exactly what could happen.
We know B anchoring Vertigo is nasty, but I mean, put yourself into the shoes of the defender of that. This double wave. There was that one window, that one gap for anyone that was, anti-strang red Canids. If they're going to continue to be peeking ahead of that right side smoke, there was an opportunity for BSD. He just missed his shot.
And look, I understand Case going for this eco. I wouldn't have been crazily surprised to see them shove either, because everybody went down. So you know that Canids don't have a huge amount of money. Obviously, their buy is going to be much better than yours. But this is the point of the game where it's like, oh, maybe we can still wrangle back control of the economy. They are going to take more of the safe approach into the next with the 2,400 loss bonus. They'll have a buy, and well, that's an opener.
Yeah, tough one for Nathan. It's just paranoid in expecting a lower buy, and what's one of the most common things you see is a boosted dig. He gets punished.
Yeah, he does look out of his element though, doesn't he?
Yeah, most def.
Well, they're still in the lead, regardless of the struggles that he's had throughout this series. Should be able to waltz in towards B, as we can see a completely vacant bomb site. There is a rotation coming back over of one man, Nizen. He is just a ward right now. Information given that they have overrun the opposite side of the map and trundling together the remainder of Case. Look for some more damage, right? This is something that you would potentially want to be able to get away with a few more kills or even some upgrades, because you know that Canids' money's not fantastic. So where are they going to group up? Because they should try and fight for this. Not necessarily the round, but the damage. Kioli goes down middle.
So that was the MAC-10. Just going to be the USPs to try and do some more.
They're trying to find Cold, or at least Nizen is, as Venom Zera. It's going to be bailed out. Cold in the back line, Teddy with one. Davideus takes down Urban, and it's just the one man standing who did get, well, he ran the MAC-10 earlier, Alex.
It's true.
He saved it once, he saved it again.
Holding mid with the MAC-10, not an easy task.
No, not at all. Maybe if you get boosted on the box.
Yep, that's fine.
That might be one position I could think it could be okay.
Not a conversation you want to be having on the third map of your survival.
I'd be getting rid of it at this stage.
Yeah,
of the
throw
game,
it off the map.
With 4 rounds in the hole, and he has done. It's on there on the ground right there. But in case you are just joining us, survival on the line for one of these two teams. Last place looms for the other.
And in Canids, that you've just joined us, 6 rounds on the T side. Oh, lovely. But he's not going to be dissuaded. Punishes the absence of the incendiary or Molotov, and so going to be seeing a mid push from Niazin. Yeah, this is promising. And so is the boost. Urban, he's looking like a real promising sign.
This is the bomb on Henny. Going through Z. So Nizen actually going to go and clear out B. This is perfect. He should have a multi. Unless he could get caught by Nathan.
Nathan, this is the frag. This is the frag. No, it's not. Goes down. Does go down to Venom, though. Into the site, and Geps is late. Very late for a very important date. Crazy. Henny gets 2 on the spray.
Save.
Oh, just as easy as that.
You can't give this one a go, boys. I know you want to. I know you need rounds, but the loss bonus starting to build in your favor. Hold on to your goods. Give yourself another crack into the next. Don't throw it all away. And that has made the messaging. BSD and Riccioli looking to save their goods. Really tough for Case to get going, especially after map number 1. They look so good, comfortable in the retake. Vertigo, a different ballpark.
Nightmare fuel for Nathan, but you've also got to be able to just allow yourself to sometimes be the passenger.
Yeah, shake it off. So noting a little bit of fun fact, I guess. Chev, who's observing right now, he told me at breakfast, and we touched on this earlier in the day, but coldzera, for those of you the uninitiated, legendary Brazilian player, multiple major winner. Went over to FaZe for an international stint and had to live in Europe for a certain period of time. Stayed in Serbia, and Yeps, who's a mate of his, also friends with Casemiro, which is the owner of his team, surprising, went out to Serbia to do content, recording of the content for coldzera.
I love it.
So these guys are mates.
Small world, eh?
And now one of them's going home. Last place, America's RMR.
Right now it looks like Cold's going to be the one throwing the knockout blow to Yeps and co.
Look, Davideus and Henny in opening kills again.
Yeah.
Wait, that can't be right.
That isn't right.
There can't be that many opening kills so far.
No.
There's only been 9 rounds
I think
of
that's
play.
just 2.
Well, yeah, true, because it says 20 kills.
Yeah.
My bad, guys. I should have
Proofread.
looked before I spoke.
I like it from BSD. Oh, that's more than I was expecting. He's actually bringing the fight to him. Cold's not ready for that. An AWP, aggressive push mid, fair play. You've got to get the juices flowing.
Ooh, okay. Elevation to deal with any little cheeky plays towards the right side of the stairs, boosts, jump ups on the sandbags at the back, both common approaches, and Venom Zero going through his util set once again. Smoke Molly combo. Well, that's hurt as well. So Henny copping some flames. Force back is BSD staying active and needs to. Davideus close up Crane. It will be an A finish.
Got bodies here. Urban and BSD to be tested. He has to hit this and get away. Heard the jump throw from Henny. Doesn't overstep. You can see just how close he was to catching a glimpse of Nathan. Gets it. Down he goes. Now accelerating into the site. The bomb plant going to be required shortly. BSD hits another onto Davideus, jumping up and over. And Urban consistently finds frags when I doubt him. In the edge of the smoke, does punish, and BSD with the multi-kill, quad kill from BSD, raising the roof in the room, as this is a fight for survival.
Well, that's why saving those weapons, Alex, pays off. Keeping the AWP and the rifle, and then BSD gives you 4. You go 5 into the half, K still have a chance. I think if Red Canids get themselves up to 8 or 9 rounds, this is going to be such a tall task. But BSD, I love the proactive nature. And Yanko's been calling for a Brazilian AWP player to be it. So many good, talented players, but never an AWP that you can put your finger on.
They have yet to be able to humble Venom's early B presence, and you could say the same for Urban on his control of yellow. He's happy to occupy short. He's been having very little friction and troubles in finding contributions, and looks like he's going to try and stay active this time with Riccioli, that is.
Big Rick. Now in 2, in combination, the 2 of them have been able to find a kill onto Davideus. He's in the dirt, but they'll still progress. Waterfall smoke, and Nathan, there you go. There's some impact.
Massive, catches Riccioli completely unawares on the cross back, trying to play the advantage, control and maintain that man advantage, and as a product of that, ends up giving it over.
Well, he has a great idea, right? Because when he hears the waterfall smoke landing behind him, that's one of the common places to throw it from sandbag.
Good read. Interesting pivot mid. They've had some nice util combinations here previously. No Molotov this time. But I do want to see, Chev, if you can catch the mid-smoke Henny threw last time. I'd love to learn the lineup. Little left clicker to stop the elevator players. If he does throw it, might just be contact, though, because it is a massive gap right now. Does he do it? Here we go. So in the corner. Bang. And go. Oh, how is BSD there in time? Still manages to get them both. BSD is saving the Brazilians right now. Castle Miro would be proud. Hold on. Venom Zera, still a problem on B. BSD, aggressive, missed his flick, but pushing.
He's got full util.
Yeah, he can stop the default plant with 12 seconds left. Venom's going to have to commit to it. Oh, the HE combined puts him on 3. They have to win this. This is compulsory. If you want to survive at the Americas RMR, if you want to avoid last place, you need a 7-5 half. And you have the man advantage. I mean, Venom's a shadow of his former self. He's got 3 HP. It might have to just be Henny. And he's done well to start. Takes down Urban on the rotation. Still a B-Stairs player being held. Venom needs to hit his. BSD goes down. Venom still finds a contribution. And now Niazin, what's he supposed to do? Time sensitive. Fakes it out. Calling the bluff is Venom. Swings through to confirm it. And this is an 8 for the Canids. Outrageous. Despite everything BSD has done for them in these last 2 rounds, he still cannot put that 4th on the board.
Oh, yeah, you're bang on. It felt like he had done enough there. The second kill, what's he seen? Must have just been the tippy top of the head to get the double.
When I looked at the minimap, just as they were lining up that smoke, BSD was straight, like, deep Ellie. He's just got there in time before the smoke does plume.
Here it is. I think we'll catch it on the replay. This is how it kicked off in favor of Case. Knifing gets a nice trade, keeps the round open. BSD's first, and just the head swinging past. Huge shot.
Oh, Venom's a real demon, isn't he? On this B default.
It's also fantastic that they work together, Henny and Venom, to take that fight and isolate BSD. Oh. Henny's grabbed the AWP and found an opener, making a double trouble now. 9 on the docket for the Canids.
Oh, problems. Eyes in as well. This could lead to a really nasty timing. He has to react.
Oh, he's just put the
has to react. Yep. A chance.
So they know B's open.
Squandered, yeah.
Get a move on.
Absolutely. Nathan's calling it wide open. Oh! Filthy.
Exploits the gap. Cold sits him down, and BSD 1v5. And that's for only 4 rounds.
Yeah, you can see him there just residing himself to a impossible clutch. Staring at smokes, hitting his shots, panning the stats, but they want more than just stats. They wanted to survive the night. At the Americas RMR, Nathan's got a chance and will take it for a 9-3 half. Canids 4 rounds away from surviving and knocking out Case, as well as Yeps, of course, for Cold Zera, player he's all too familiar with.
You take a look at that round timeline we just had on screen, you can see nothing consecutive for Case. We're unable to build any momentum on the CT side, not able to put up a defense that was anything that the Canids had to worry about.
What's a tool that's missing from their tool belt to make life difficult for Venom? Because Venom just felt like every time he could just throw that smoke, throw that molly.
They never went aggressive
like
in the lobby. Take. Yeah, right. And some rounds they sent the AWP there to go for a pick, but was flashed off of the line. Yeah. So the fact they weren't able to get any control. Nizen actually was able to find space in middle in a few rounds, right? Yeah. And they were trying to find a pressure point where they could get aggression, but you bang on. They were under a lot of scrutiny over towards B. A lot of information was in the favor, and it just meant a lot of these They did deal with it early, though. Remember the first rifle round? They walked into B, and Yep sits one down, and the AWP on default takes down Nathan. Yep. But since then, it was been all the conversation about the Canids. I mean,
we know just how much easier the map feels when you can say it's not B. They could never say that.
I'm going to put this out there. This pistol round determines... right, if we're going to have any conversation about Case. Because if Red Canids win this, not only is it 10, for Case, you just have to force play out the rest of the game. We see teams, even at the highest levels, find themselves in this situation where it sucks, right? You lose the pistol, you force again, it's all over. You're never going to get a rifle round in the second half of play. So dig deep right now, Case. Put on a show why you're here.
What's the pistol call? It's going to have to be... I was going to say complex. We've got 2 smokes. Rikioli and Yep's going to be equipped with that, a Molotov and a flash.
Well, we're about to see if it's going to be A or B focused, right? This could go either way. Looks like it is going to be B based.
Contact.
So there is going to be quick support, right? Henny will be able to help either middle or B with a flash. He's actually got one lined up right now. Venom and Davideus will be able to rotate quite quickly. They're now setting up over towards the B lobby. Need to make sure they don't make any sound cues because that will be heard by the mid players. Careful now, boys, as they're making this boost look more difficult than it has to be. Cold Zera likely to be mollied out by Yeps. Wait, Yeps is in middle. No, don't worry about that. Cancel that.
Molly onto Guardian instead. Nizen down. Cold Zera hits the shot. Davideus 1. Urban, he needs another. He cannot afford to go down. Delivers a triple. Urban fighting tooth and nail for his survival here at the RMR. Another for Urban. A quad kill, but it could still be an ace. And it is. Urban refuses to surrender, refuses to go down quietly. He fights tooth and nail for a chance to survive. It's just a 4th round, but it does mean there's more opportunities coming their way, and Cold even found the opening.
I thought Cold was going to be in trouble. Take a quick look at the radar, saw that Yeps was over towards middle, so that util set was never destined for his position whatsoever. The CTs, they just kept coming, kept swinging, but Urban playing deathmatch, sits them down and keeps the dream alive.
Nice play.
It's a force buy, though, for Canids. They are giving a chance for Case to get back into
Bro,
things.
if you round that corner, you're going to get a jump scare.
And Yeps already has wide eyes. Take a look, you can see.
Fine.
On the cam, he's about to get the shock of a century. Trying to assist A from the ladder room. Needs to be quite worrisome about this one.
Just pieces out.
Well, mid's about to be called clear. So I feel if Canids don't get any action before Case can fortify a bomb site, they should save. I know that seems crazy, but it wouldn't make any sense to go for a round that you don't really have any stake in winning, because at that point, we're going to see 9-5, but you'll have to be full eco. That's 9-6. It just becomes a 3-round game. You lose the first rifle round.
Nice, diligent util. Clears out that close box for Akioli.
We're going to see the save. They're all over towards B.
Fair play. I mean, it is, as you've highlighted, it makes a lot more sense. Having a second bite, having another try.
I think if you're going to give the force buy like this with such a lead of Canids, this has to be the option if you gambled incorrectly. I just don't think you could have justified going for it. I think the force buy in itself might feel like you're getting a step ahead or two, but anyway, it looks like we're back at a unicorn round.
Yeah, first one for us here at the RMR.
I wonder how many aces there's been. I know we saw one on the pistol. That's what's got me thinking about it. I'll just take a quick look. Snow got one against Imperial, and Venom Zero got one against M80.
So that was the 3rd ace, is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as the Americas is concerned, I'll take a quick look at Asia while we have this moment of respite.
Terrorists win.
Asia's had a bunch more. Wecht from GR against FlyQuest. Inns against GR. Kaze against Talon. Inns against Drillers. I think that was on a save, though, so I don't think that really counts. Zaka against Talon and MHL against LinVision. So a few more.
Not too shabby.
And if you want to go tune into the Asian RMR final game... Game?
The game's live?
Final game taking place. FlyQuest LinVision live now.
Let's see if this second attempt on the force bite. I mean, they already they can assume it was a force bite by virtue of the save, right? It would have been, if it was USPs, they'd have seen it. We know they're up against the same kind of thing. MP9. Close quarters. Nade destined for Davideus, some damage.
Here they come.
Oof. Okay, I mean, he's just looking for one, playing for
Guys,
one.
it's B.
And he's done it. Riccioli opens him up, denies Davideus with anything. Ooh, Cold. Moment of opportunity! Riccioli at least throws the bomb away. That could have gotten much worse had he lost it in front of the smoke.
Nice and slow.
PSD. Oh, that's messy. That's sketchy. They're going to lose it. Urban needs to save him. Nitram doing a lot, but still Yaps is here. 1v1, Niazin versus Henny. 5-7 versus Mac 10. Henny looking better than Niazin in the health department.
Bloody
and
hell!
He wide swung him. It's exactly what Henny needed. A nice, easy body shot, just 16 points of damage. Why has he done that?
I think that's reminiscent of the clutch that Niazin won on Mirage. Remember when he was at Van and Henny coming up short and he just did this weird swing? He actually stepped out and then stepped out again.
You don't even have a kit,
I think he's tryring to surprise Henny,
don't
but
have a kit, man.
yeah, well, we knew it was going to be tough.
16 HP, man.
Yeah.
Play time, man.
And this makes Riccioli's death that much worse. You think, what are you getting up to, mate?
Oh, I have the bomb.
Where are you going, Chief?
Oh, that's a massive win. Oh, the Canids know what that means. Yeah, final attack pause. Probably just to screw their heads back on straight, because Case. Fumble.
Tough. Well, they get the bye. So it's not the end of the world, but it definitely feels that way from where we're sitting. It should have been a 9-6 scoreline.
Yes.
With a 3-round manageable gap. You winning a rifle round puts them down to a partial 9-7, likely 9-8.
The only way... Never mind.
Oh,
No, is it?
they're not going to clear
Yeah, they
it.
will. No. Hello.
What?
No! This is madness. This is utter crazy counter. Amadeus gets away. No, it's a nice clear on the HE. Okay. Smoke break leads to a 4v4. I'm gonna screw my head back on.
Take a bit of a breath.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
One might be necessary.
Can't believe this is. I mean, it's been highly entertaining. Probably not for Case.
Well,
Across the
That
series,
one.
yeah, sure. But Vertigo right now is really hinging on this gun round going tickety-boo. Urban. He's been my standout from Case for sure.
he's definitely had some moments, hasn't he? Combination of utility there, so from ladder as well as A ramp to help it look like it's going to be a bit more A pressure. I think Riccioli allows them to seesaw back towards B. So A pressure, keep the rotation split. Henny will be the closest point to help out Cold Zero on a B finish. 39 seconds remaining. BSD still hanging around, and Venom's just walking through this smoke. He's going to catch him, and he's going to call it clear. The rotation to B, it can be on the way right here, right now.
That's massive. One Zera sets up the other. Cold prepares himself to receive a perfect flash onto all three. They cross in. It's going to be a massacre, but it's actually Urban and Riccioli. They stand steadfast. Cross missed shot. Henny had a chance to stop that bomb plant. Now Riccioli peeks into the AWP just to make sure it's extra hard for Urban. Venom coming in from one side. Lovely position.
Oh.
He's not going to clear him. He's not going to clear him.
But he's going to see him when he goes up the stairs.
Hold on. This is mad. Not if he jumps
no.
up. Not if he jumps up.
No.
And he doesn't check it. No, Urban's going to win the clutch from this one. He's overlooked him.
No!
That is ridiculous. Oh, the frustrations.
There's a smoke.
Hang on.
Where's the kid?
No kit. Wait, maybe on the side. Missed shot from Henny. He's got no time. He's won the clutch. Urban again with impact. This game is ridiculous. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, Red Canids, they've taken their last tactical timeout as well. There's still so many rounds of Counter-Strike to be played, and there's nothing left for the coaches.
Oh,
Those, they're watching firsthand.
Oh, yeah. From their perspective, it's even crazier. Oh, that's a spicy meatball.
Not even I'll have a look.
Not even a slight consideration.
Not at all. Hello. Oh, thank you very much.
Sweet.
Show him that after the game.
Yeah.
Wouldn't believe how lucky he just got.
Oh my God. I mean, that's one back.
Yeah.
You know what, knives?
Well, that's what Dust 2 was about, right? And Red Canids ended up with more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the case can still be made, as it were.
See that T smoke?
Yeah, I do.
So if the CTs are going to do the classic like yellow smoke, T's drop that, it means that the AWP or rifles can play over the top of it.
Oh, it's like the new version of the under the boards one we used to throw and go.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Big Rick doing a lot of talking. Trying to corral the troops, going to send multiple bodies up the ladder to assist Yeps in middle. Henny's AWP trained and at the ready.
He's been here for a long time. Patience could be rewarded here. Riccioli puts himself straight in the crosshairs of Henny. Solid pull of the trigger and first blood drawn for
And
the
it was
Red
the
Canids. Bomb as well for information.
So at least it's been scavenged. 35 seconds. You need a finish.
Is looking very bleak.
Gentlemen, group up and do something or save. Those are your options.
Zera's not
What?
being spotted.
What?
They're walking straight past him. Now that smoke gives him more options. Davideus contributes. They still don't know about the SMG. It's too comfortable. Canids send Case back to spawn. A failed venture this time. Time, their greatest adversary. Just
Day
running the
4.
clock down.
Day 4, Venom Zera. The sandbags think I'm one of them. I'm integrated with their culture.
I mean, it is a frustrating position to clear.
I can't believe he's just sitting there like that. I know he had support for a moment, but that support backed off.
You get a little info. There's like a pixel gap.
Surely this is it.
Yeah, well, that felt like it, but all it would take would be a crazy Tech 9 opening.
True, and neither team has any loss bonus to work with. 1,400 for Canids if they lose this one.
Fast Tech 9's chipped away at, spotted, and Venom Zera's ready. It's not going to be easy to try and force their way into this A site with just the sidearms, and Venom already removing BSD is big. Mid-luck is not going to be getting anything done. Davideus deals with Nayas in. Nathan in a nice elevated angle will have a deep sight line to catch this search. And a nice one back. Urban, miraculous to actually find a contribution up against rifles, but this one looks like it's too far gone. Venom with 8 HP is susceptible, but manages to get out on the catwalk. Kenny puts Urban down. A 12th round for the Red Canids. Sealed and delivered by Henny. 16 and 5. I mean, he is having a field day across this series. He's been having impact throughout, and it's not changing here on Vertigo.
Yeah, I feel like the beginning of the end was signaled so much earlier within this game for Case. The first half, tough. Couldn't get themselves consecutive CT rounds. Flicking over to the T side, an ace from Urban on the pistol. You think it sets them up. They lose that crazy 1v1. I don't know what Nyzen was thinking, but regardless, he shouldn't be left in that scenario. And this should be it. Helpless, they just run into the cold embrace. coldzera still in pursuit of the major to make it 12, but this is just for survival as Davideus mops them up. One body to find, and it's Yeps.
Red Canids survival. And for Case, elimination. A short trip to Shanghai for Case as it's a 4-3 mapper, but ends with conviction. Red Canids, a 13-8, a 13-6, locking it down, and a reverse sweep. Disappointing all of those Case fans in Brazil.
Yeah, they were in full control on map number 1 at Mirage. They were doing fantastic on the CT side. More than happy to play retake, allow the players from Red Canids to play into their hands. You move over to Dust 2, they had their opportunities. 13-8 as the scoreline. I think there were closer moments. You go back to the scout round from Henny early in the first half. In the second half, the Tech9 round on B, where Yeps is back at platform, and they all just swarm in window. They offer themselves up, and they essentially